Hello, my Tubies and my Teletubbies. It's me, SheilaTruelove. I'm in bed and I'm watching this amazing show that one of my Tubies sent me a text. And I'm so grateful. Whoever you are, Tubi, thank you. I love you. It's 10:15 p.m. and I was laying here listening to this um, YouTube video and it's entitled, let's take a look. Charlemagne's Charlemagne says black
Really?
men black men don't cheat unless. And when you listen to this man speak, it's true. It's totally true. Black men don't cheat, white men don't cheat, Latino men don't cheat, and he's going to explain to you why. And when I listen to this, God, it makes all the sense in the world. And it's something that I have been saying for the longest time. And it feels amazing to have this confirmed. God and Jesus Christ is so good. They're so good. Men don't cheat. We got this all wrong. Listen up.
Yeah. I just ate a cupcake just now and enjoyed it only because today is a national holiday, which is National Black Men Don't Cheat Day. The cupcake said black men don't cheat on them. So I decided to indulge in one. Right. And it tasted so delicious. Why do you think? Because it was guilt-free? Guilt-free is better than gluten-free, Andrew. The flavor of faithfulness is so motherfucking good. It is faithfulness is so delicious. If you think sugar is sweet, you should try being faithful. Ooh, try it. Hey, put a little commitment in your cupcakes. Right? Put a little... Yes, I'm telling you. All I'm saying is this is a movement that I don't see why anybody could not get behind. If you don't get behind this movement, to me, you just want to be miserable. May I ask you a question? Talk to me. It seems like there is a group that is not exactly getting behind it. Oh, yeah. And it is quite shocking because this group is maybe the group that benefits the most from it. It's a group of women that we cannot have without each other. Like, we need each other. Black men need black women. Black women need black men. Right.
How many times have I said this? Not trying to be a racist. God knows Jehovah God, Jesus Christ. No, I'm not a racist. But yeah, we are good for each other. We just are.
Why black women are upset about this, I have no earthly idea. Is it because black men are being faithful to their white women? I didn't think about that one. Now you don't want to be faithful? That could be the remix. Now that you got these white bitches, you want to be faithful? Now, I have said, black men that are with white women, you're allowed to cheat. Wow! black men that are with white women are allowed to cheat. It's going to happen. Really? It's inevitable. Really? Why? What do you think? Only a black woman can harness the fidelity of a black man? No. I think black men are more faithful to white women during wintertime. Okay. Because wintertime, white women are covered up. Right. You don't get to see how flat everything is and no curves. Got you. In the summer, everybody's out. Everybody's out. You walk down the street with your white woman and you see Taylor walk by in some shorts. Your eyes go on. I'm just saying. So you need curves to keep a black man faithful. There you go. Not necessarily. You need curves to keep a black man faithful if you're not a black woman.
Now, let's listen to that again. You need curves, and when they say curves, they usually mean a woman have to have some meat on her. She has to be voluptuous. She has to have like a voluptuous looking body, a juicy looking body. But if you're a black woman, you don't have to have curves to keep a black man faithful. But if you are a Caucasian woman, you have to have curves. You have to have some big ASS on you if you want to try to keep this man faithful to you. And normally they are faithful as long as these Caucasian women keep themselves covered up, because you can't see, certain situations. This is what he's saying. When it comes to a black woman, you'll see. I love the way he expressed himself when they said, so why is it that black men see white women or Caucasian women as a prize? And Charlemagne, he said, they're a consolation prize. But if you want the grand prize, the big prize, that's going to be a black woman. Okay, now what about hold on. So you get a thick,
So curves need to be. You need curves to keep black men faithful. If you're not a black woman, I don't need a curvy black woman. Okay, so a black woman without curves is equivalent to a white with curves. If you're white, you need ass. Got you. Yes, but either way, a black man's still allowed to cheat on white women. And what about Latinas? That's only because white people have not given us reparations yet. Now, okay.
Does that make sense to you? It kind of does. You know, black people feel that, you know, with all the over 400 years that black people were deprived of an education, therefore they couldn't get the great jobs. They was deprived of so much, and yet there was no reparation given for that. So he feels that if you're with a Caucasian woman, you could cheat like hell on her. You could cheat like hell because that's a part of the reparation that they feel is owed to them. You know, I'm listening to his reasoning here. I personally feel that you're getting your reparation if you're in a relationship with a Caucasian and they haven't castrated you or hung you from a tree. That kind of is a bit of your reparation. And then you have a lot of these black men who are with Caucasian women, and they have these women where they're the ones working and the black man is not working. That's reparation. But he still feels that even though she's doing all the buying of his clothes, he don't pay no rent, he ain't buying no food, he doesn't help with the utilities, the cable, she's buying his clothes, he's driving her car, that's a form of them getting their reparation. And still they're allowed to cheat if it's with a Caucasian woman, but if you're with an ebony woman, no, that's not permitted.
If all you white women with black men, I'm just getting all the math down. If you want your black men to be faithful, you need to push for reparations to be given to black people. Okay. Now, once reparations is given to black people, then black men have to be faithful to their white women. Then black men have to be faithful to white women. Gotcha. Okay. Right now, a black man with a white woman, that's just a consolation prize. That's a consolation prize. That's all it is. Now, here's a question for a lot of maybe the black women listening right now. Yes. Why is a white woman a prize? I think consolation. The grand prize is the black woman. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rewind that. Yeah.
To a white with curves. If you're white, you need ass. Got you. Yes. But either way, a black man's still allowed to cheat on white women. And what about Latinas? White curves is equivalent to a white with curves. If you're white, you need ass. Got you. Yes. But either way, a black man's still allowed to cheat on white women. And what about Latinas? That's only because white people have not given us reparations yet. Now, okay. If all you white women with black men, I'm just getting all the math down. If you want your black men to be faithful, you need to push for reparations to be given to black people. Okay. Now, once reparations is given to black people, then black men have to be faithful to their white women. Then black men have to be faithful to white women. Gotcha. Okay. Right now, a black man with a white woman, that's just a consolation prize. That's a consolation prize. That's all it is. Now, here's a question for a lot of maybe the black women listening right now. Yes. Why is a white woman a prize? I think consolation. The grand prize is the black woman. All right.
Woohoo! Okay. Right on.
You're like Floyd. He's hard to hit. The man is hard to hit. All I'm saying is words matter. Cupcake hit your blood. Brain started going. All I'm saying is words matter. All right? But the truth of the matter is, black men don't cheat. And by the way, why would you be upset? That brothers are trying to better themselves. That brothers are saying, you know what, let's change the narrative. Yeah. That brothers are saying, let's be faithful to our women. Let's be committed to our women. It's not about them. Because it's really about you. Take back your power, King. You know what I'm saying? Take back your power, King.
Oh, God, that sounds good to my ears. Oh, take back your power, King. And we know that a king, he would never turn on his own race of women. He would never turn on his own nation. A king would never, ever, ever turn on his own creation. Like you know, where does black women come from? From the black man's sperm, his semen. We are the creation from a black man. And like he said, take back your power, king. That's if you're a king.
A man that...
Hold up, let's hear that again.
It's not about them. Because it's really about you. Take back your power, King. You know what I'm saying? Take back your power, King. You know what I'm saying? A man that does not fall victim to his sexual desires, a man that does not let those sexual desires and those urges overcome him, is a very focused man. Yes. Stay focused, brothers. Don't let... See, right now... Real quick, do black gay men cheat on black gay men? Yo. Nah. They don't? Nah. Not at all. By the way, black gay men with other black gay men... way more focused. Really? Way more devoted to each other. Way more. Yeah, man. Sitting. Way more committed. Way like they've been on the black man don't cheat vibe. Really? Now, I can't speak wholly to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there's some gay men out there disputing me right now.
Yeah, but you see, people are not fully understanding right now what Charlemagne is saying. But he's gonna break it down for you. Watch how he's gonna break it down. Ha. Wondering why I'm speaking on their community. Right. This is the Brilliant, baby. Welcome. Yes. This is what we do. Yes. Okay. We speak on behalf of communities. Absolutely. But I did see a gay man. Yes. I did see a gay man on. I'm actually about to post that video because it's a great example. I don't know if he was gay. I just know that there was a woman trying to holler at him, and he was like, "Please leave me alone. Leave me alone, miss. I am committed to somebody." Okay, so I want to get into that eventually. But you think that black gay men are going to be faithful to other black gay men? You think that black men are now faithful to black women? Well, here's the thing. Yes. It's a difference, right? I say black men don't cheat. And when I say black men don't cheat, I mean actual men. I mean that when There you go. You say what he said? I mean actual men. A man. Not a child. Not a boy. Not someone who's stuck on stupid because they're retarded or TBI going on. No. A man. Get to a certain point. Watch. Here we go. That black men are now faithful to black women. Well, here's the thing. Yes. It's a difference, right? I say black men don't cheat. And when I say black men don't cheat, I mean actual men. I mean that when you get to a certain point in your life, you grow up, you mature, you understand what's important. Now, serious time. Yeah. I look at my father, I look at my uncles, I look at men in my life whose lives have been ruined because they have not been faithful to their partners. I've never seen a man move on with a woman that he left a good woman for and prospered. I just never seen it. Me personally, I don't want to make those mistakes in my life. I got 3 daughters at the house. I love my wife. Life is great. You know what I'm saying? So I want to be a great example. Not just for my daughters in the house, but also just for men in this world. Like, it's dope to be in a relationship. Who really doesn't want to be in a relationship, yo? I love Charlemagne's view on this, but everybody don't want to be in a relationship. Like right now, the way I feel right now, I was recently divorced. It's going to be 3 years come October. I like dating right now. When it comes to having someone to share your life with, everybody wants that. Who don't want to have people or someone to share their life with? That's when you have family and you have friends. And as long as you have that, you don't have to force yourself into being married if you know that's not what you really want. Everybody don't want marriage. You have a lot of people who are happy with being single because they don't have to answer to anyone. They could do their own thing when they want, how they want, and where they want. All jokes aside, who really doesn't like being committed? Who really doesn't like having a person to share their life with, share their experiences with? You know what, Charlamagne? Some people don't love themselves enough to be in a relationship. Because it's about ego. Now, when I was out here fucking a whole bunch of different girls, it was all ego driven. Yeah, you're insecure. And guess what? When you let your ego drive, you never reach a destination. And eventually you crash. Hey, can I get an amen in the room? Wow. Can I get an amen in the room? So being that same thing about women driving. So being misogynist, that's funny. Listen, you gotta sprinkle a little misogyny in there. Yeah. You're not gonna get jokes too? We are the black man. But all I'm saying is, I'm a black man, Taylor. What do you call it? Your Nilla? This is what ego is. You're not allowed to say that word, yo. This is what ego is like when you cheating with a bunch of women, right? Yes. And you're trying to fill your ego. It's literally like pouring from an empty cup into another empty cup. Yeah. But the cup got a hole in the bottom. So it never happened. Like, you'll never be satisfied. Yeah. Like, never, ever. Yeah. What helps you really become a man is when you say, you know what, I'm going to really, really be committed
to what I know is real, which is for me, my wife, and my kids.
So let's give some advice to these young blacks out there trying to be faithful for the first time in their lives.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Listen,
no.
You gotta.
So
real quick.
Real quick. Well, you actually interrupted. But so look. So here's the thing. Young black men out here trying to be faithful for the first time.
Boys.
Boys, sorry. Trying to be faithful for the first time. Okay. Now, what do you think that they should do? Say they're given a situation, a girl sends them a salacious DM.
Listen, you're gonna make mistakes, my brothers. I'm not sitting there trying to act like y'all perfect. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there trying to act like we don't slip up.
May I say one thing?
Yes.
So fidelity for the black man is very similar to Christianity. Right?
Talk to me.
We're flawed. We're going to sin, but that doesn't mean that we're not Christian.
I agree with you, but I think when you get to a certain point, there's no room for error. Like, I don't have...
Thank you. When you get to a certain point and a certain age, there's no room for error. Talking about, oh, well, I messed up, or I made a mistake, or I slipped up. No. Like he said, boys, you have to leave room for boys to mess up because they're still boys. But when you reach a certain age and a certain point in your life, it's time for you to stop being a boy and be a man. Like the Apostle Paul said, when I was a babe, I did the things of a babe. But when I grew up to be a man, I put all that stuff behind me. And that's the point that Charlemagne is making here. There gets a point where, you don't have no room for no slipping up. You should have already got that out of your system by the time you're really 35, to be honest. But you still have some of these dudes out here, these dust mites, who are stuck on stupid because they're obviously still boys, or they're retarded, or they have some kind of mental disorder. Because they can't grow up. They suffer from what they call the Peter Pan syndrome. That's men who never grow up. They never grow up. So what women need to do is focus on finding yourself a healthy-minded man. Someone whose brain is not all fried up from drugs because they have arrested development if their brain is all fried up. So you can forget about them ever growing up to be a man. They're always going to be a Peter Pan boy.
Room for error right now.
Say that again.
We're going to sin, but that doesn't mean that we're not Christian.
I agree with you, but I think when you get to a certain point, there's no room for error. Like, I don't have no room for error right now.
Right, but you can earn it.
Yes, but if I make a mistake right now, I've made a conscious decision, a conscious choice, knowing what all the consequences could be, knowing that my wife could leave me, knowing I'm going to end up being a goddamn single father who has to motherfucking go see his daughters on weekends. Like, I know I'm going to have to give up half. Like, knowing I'm breaking a woman's heart.
That's right. Knowing that you're going to lose your family, knowing that you're going to lose your household, knowing that you're going to end up sleeping in crack houses, knowing that you're going to end up in a homeless shelter, knowing that you're going to end up possibly on the street, knowing the consequences of your behavior. You're supposed to know all of that stuff by the time you reach a certain age. I mean, come on, let's keep it real.
Heart that loves me. Me, knowing I'm going to end up being a goddamn single father who has to motherfucking go see his daughters on weekends. Like, I know I'm going to have to give up half. Like, knowing I'm breaking a woman's heart that loves me, eternally. Like, I'm making a conscious decision, a conscious choice at this point in my life. That's why there's no room for error.
Right. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said black men don't cheat.
Not boys.
Black boys, I don't know what they doing. Yeah. Black real niggas, yikes. I don't know what they doing.
Yeah.
I love it. Black boys? Black niggas? Real niggas? Yeah. What the hell are they doing, man? They're stuck on stupid.
You know?
Let's do that again. I love that, what he said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I said black men don't cheat.
Not boys.
Black boys? I don't know what they doing. Yeah. Black real niggas? Yikes. I don't know what they doing.
Yes.
And by the way, you could be a 40-year-old grown-ass boy as well.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So...
And just asking from an outside perspective, do you think that there are any cultures that do cheat?
Well, okay, that's
any people. What about
to,
Latins?
Well, listen, I can't speak for any of those. I can't speak for any of those people.
What would you just assume? What is your take on the Latins and their fidelity?
I would say that I don't think Latins are like what? Puerto Rican, Dominican. What else?
I think so.
Mexican.
That works for me.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't think they cheat.
Yeah.
Because their women are always pregnant. So it's like that they have like, or you'll see one Latino woman have a lot of kids. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Dude, I think you're onto something.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Reggaeton remix, Latin men don't cheat.
Listen, for all coaches that want to remix the record, do it. Treat the beat like it's a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Right. And do it. You know what I mean? If the Latin people want to rap, do it.
Right.
If white men want to rap, do it.
Right.
I don't think it's anything wrong with spreading the energy of fidelity.
This might be one part of black culture that is not appropriated, Charlamagne.
Really?
I know.
You don't think all men would adopt this and say, "Yo, man, I'm focused on faithfulness"? You're not going to admit you're a cheater, right? So not embracing it is admitting you're a cheater.
You are admitting you're a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Nah, Andrew don't cheat. By the way, I used to always use Andrew as an example. All jokes aside, no, he might have changed now, but I used to always use Andrew and Paul Ritchie as an example of two men I knew that were totally devoted to their women. Now, Paul's still married. Salute to my guy, Paul. Paul got a beautiful family like I do.
Mm-hmm.
When Andrew was with one certain person, all the way committed.
Committed.
And guess what? She was a black woman. That's all I'm saying.
Woohoo! Black women until I go. I'm not.
That was mad cool. When they didn't cheat and when they really decided to commit, it was to a black woman.
White men don't cheat.
Paul's still married. Salute to my guy, Paul. Paul got a beautiful family like I do.
Mm-hmm.
When Andrew was with one certain person, all the way committed. Committed. And guess what? She was a black woman. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, hey. Hey now.
Women.
I like that. I gotta play it again.
Like I do.
Mm-hmm.
When Andrew was with one certain person, all the way committed. Committed. And guess what? She was a black woman. That's all I'm saying.
I'm faithful to my black women until I go. I'm not.
That is way too cool. This was so positive. Whoever my Tubi, you didn't even give me your name. You just had your phone number. Sent me a text. Thank you. I love this. I love you, darling. Whoever you are, this was totally positive and it's realistic. And it confirms what I've already been saying since I was 23. I think I was 23, 24, when I realized that, all men, I know, period, men don't cheat. A man don't cheat because a man is supposed to have self-control. He's supposed to be in charge. He's supposed to be in control. Now, it's these niggas and these boys out here. Hey, that's a different story. So, my Tubies, I suggest that you be patient. And like my baby said, Derek Jackson, if you are a woman who have standards and you have morals and you're decent, it's going to be a minute for you to find someone if that's what you want. It's going to take a minute, but when you do find someone, he's going to be quality. He's going to be a man. Just take your time. No need to rush. No need to rush. Long as you get married before you're 80, you're good. This is SheilaTruelove, truly loving you always. Please play this again and again. And it helps you to realize that a man does not cheat. So this is totally positive. Remember, you always have a choice. Please choose wisely. I love you and good night.